BBAI stock price has broken a very strong descending wedge structure, getting a very incredible abnormal Y bar to the upside. The last time we've seen this at that splat $3 level, abrupting above that, breaking $4, then rising to nearly $10, peaking at $8.50. Should we see that appropriate upside target be replaced now to this current date, getting to $10, or we're going to see the bears step up to get a very unexpected breakdown? My name is Dylan from Dylan Trades. We're going to break down and analyze BBAI, Big Bear AI holdings. Starting now, we're now on the weekly analysis. We do see stock price making a very big pullback around the 22 duration, building to this current date breakout. Okay, that pullback from $10 did base within a long-term consolidation, then getting a rough breakout to $10 before reversing exactly at that level, pulling back before formulating a obvious low right at this former high. Okay, so now we have this obvious high, so obvious low, big levels here, jolting up after forming another low, coming up, okay, then forming a high, coming down, making that higher low. The bulls are stepping up, making a dominant statement here, okay, then pushing up another low, pushing down, and we have seen over the course of the past 5 weeks, buyers start to shift that momentum come in the last 2 weeks, ending that drop, making this next low, get that upside back towards and set another high. But here's where it gets interesting. Stock price has no more room to trade. Okay, we've seen this year handle stemming from the beginning 2025. Now stem out with a lot of volume, okay, coming out of nowhere. We had a very dry volume for this whole cup and handle process stemming from 2022, right? And this is midway from 2022, this drop, mind you. So stemming all the way to current price action, seeing a ton of volume, a lot of bullish signs, okay, a lot of buying presence, all these nice signs checking off each one of these boxes. As of right now, we should expect a breakout. At this very obvious high, these short sellers are going to get squeezed immediately out of their position once $7.50 cleared above. Very obvious leeway to $10, and testing 1036 at that last high. But from a more long-term perspective, definitely can target up at these higher $12, $13, $14 levels. For these long-term cup and handle breakouts, you're going to take a high to a low, okay, within this instance being the neckline at $10, and the bottom being roughly around, we will give some leeway here, saying around this $1 level. Okay, so if we take that trend line here, right from the high at $10 to a low of, we'll say $3 here. Okay, we'll be conservative. Breakout right to that level. We should be expecting a stock price break to $16.72, which is located just about 50 cents off that long-term all-time high within $16.12 of BBAI around 2022. So as of right now, a lot does look good for the bulls here. Did see a lot of indecisive activity with a very harsh pullback over the course of the past few weeks. But we have been projecting that breakout and set that $7 price target on the channel. Now hitting that, we are going to set a next $9.40 price target. That does lead to the next step within the analysis today. Moving to the daily, and here's where things get interesting for a little bit more of a short-term analysis. This is an abnormal wide bar. The abnormal wide bar is a very strong presence move, just making an incredible movement with a massive movement. It's full body bar, little to no wick, very small wick, but this is an abnormal wide bar, making an incredible movement at the end of this long-term panic structure, descending wedge, what have you, this lower high, lower low channel. There's a lot of energy building, pushing down to this more long-term weekly structure at this cup and handle. Typically, when you see multiple patterns and confluences build at such a core level, you're going to see the defense. That's what we did see at that $6 level. Just a lot of confluence here from the last, good bit, around 12 days or so, then getting this beautiful upside. The last time we've seen this magnitude of an abnormal wide bar at that breakout level, which was this significant, was back around that, $3-ish level to be exact. We did cover and monitor this on the channel. Okay, pushing up, end of the day at $5, such a key level to break above. And the analysis was, we're going to see the breakout. Keep an eye on the breakout. We're going to set these upper level targets. And we did and hit that. To follow the next few weeks, we did see an upside from this high of that day, leading to 68%. So this is a very, common phenomenon for this kind of candlestick. You can see 1 to 2 day pullback, but ultimately leading to upside almost inevitably within the next few days. So that is the daily analysis here. Expect within the next 5, 6, 7 days a very strong movement. Would it be impossible to pause for perhaps 1 or 2 trading days, just bidding, kind of delaying, just building some momentum? The buyers get a little bit more base and then break above. Yes, this does happen a lot. With all this being there, we're going to expect a breakout to come in the next week, maybe a day or two pullback at most, but expect that breakout to come breaking over $7.50 to get that more long-term test of $9.40. On the hourly analysis, you did see stock price erupt right after breaking this daily descending trendline breakout. It was accumulating there for about a week, just getting very tight, and then seeing on the hourly, the second you got over that, a massive eruption within volume, just a lot of presence here, and this does typically form when you see, once again, the daily abnormal wide bar. You've seen this abnormal move spike at the number one level as soon as you needed to see it. Clearly defend the $6 level. Right here, we will highlight that a little bit brighter. And as of right now, it does appear great. So with all that's being said, from the short term of things, you're going to look at a small pullback within a bullish flag over the course of the next few days, likely at a worst for a breakout or for perhaps a little bit of a drop to form a very obvious higher low, then just outright get the breakout. It's very 50-50 as of what will happen within these two pullback situations, or you're going to see the breakout. There really is no room for that ultimate downside, pressing down to $6, breaking that, then teasing down towards this $5 level to get that ultimate bearish setup. I think this is a very incredibly low 1 out of 10 outlier probability. I'm going to set a very high probability we will see within the next week a very strong eruption back over $7 and $7.50, being the breakout level. Very strong volume profile to erupt outside of this. Very strong candle structure, very strong location, very strong psychology. Everything is lining up for the bulls to get that ultimate upside within the next few weeks. We will continue to monitor this as it plays out live. If you guys found any value in the video today, consider dropping a sub and a like. Continue to monitor BBAI. Big Bear AI holdings about 1 to 2 times per week. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Trade smart. And peace.